Okay, so if we look at the setup now, previously on the left you can see that golf ball here is a long way back in the center. As we said, very common this time of year now. If people are hitting the golf ball and they're hitting the ground behind the golf ball, they just keep moving the ball back and back and back.
Right.
They think, well, if I'm striking the ground here and the ball's here, let's move the ball there to where the strike was, and it'll be fine. The problem is, if you had the golf ball in the right spot, okay, and you hit the ground where that new ball is there now, when you move the ball back, so does your contact spot come back. So the ball might go to where that yellow arrow is, but then your contact will go to the red arrow, and you just keep going back and back and back. And what it will encourage you to do is finish with most of your weight, as you can see,
in the wrong place,
falling back, and you can see your left foot lifting off the ground there. Right foot now is taking most of that weight on your right side, trying to sort of get up in the air. And when you finish now, you've almost stepped away from the ball completely. Okay, so this is basically a drill. Now where the club is there, that's where you want the ball to be, just left to centre. If we sort of put a line down to your left cheek there, you can see that's actually fine. You're getting a real nice sort of shoulder angle now with your spine angle. That's great. Your grip's really, really good there. So this is all really, really good setup. It was just the ball was too far back, and you were reacting to where that ball was. The difference in this swing now with that ball being further forward, because when you get to the top of the backswing here now, your brain's like, well, okay, to hit this golf ball, I kind of have to move this way, otherwise I'm going to miss the golf ball. Okay, so as you start swinging back through now, you can sort of see your body moving down to the left there nicely. Good strike of the ball there, and as we finish the swing through there, I mean that is an absolute, compared to that finish position, it's chalk and cheese. I mean, even with the club in both hands, if we sort of go back to kind of there, you're still leaning back, your right knee is kind of bent back this way, your hips are kind of over your right foot there, just making it very difficult to get any kind of clean contact. That one there now, you're right the way through that left side. So the overall swing, far, far better. I think in terms of practice, as we saw on there, and it's very common with a lot of people, when you got a groove with the 7 or the 9, you're in some like really, 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 really good shots, okay? But it's going to be key to sort of just think, okay, I've hit 5 good ones now, let's change club. Let's just change up, practice a different shot rather than just doing the same one over and over again. Because when we changed on here, the first shot was, where does that come from kind of thing? You hadn't hit a shot that bad for 15, 20 goes. And trying to keep sort of changing, because the game of golf is not about the same shot over and over again. Whatever club you tee off with, whether it be a driver or a wood or an iron, the next shot's going to be a bit different, You have to do a different club from a different lie. And in terms of controlling the club for these shorter shots, and we'll do a bit of sort of practice here now to give you sort of a couple of drills to practice on there. When you're doing a shorter shot, there's your setup for full, okay? There's your setup for short. So the red arrows are the full shot, the green arrows now are your shorter shot. You're going to be closer in, which in turn gives the impression the ball now has moved back a little bit. But your swing length then as you go back, in a lot of cases, it doesn't need to go much further. Back to here will be about a 15, 20 yard shot. Where you were going some 25 yard shots with the club way up here. And once you create that power, your brain kind of goes, whoopsie, I've got to do something to adjust this now and sort of pull back and take the power out of it. And the way we do that is sort of gripping on tighter, pulling back and away, trying to just sort of almost deflect the ball in fear of it going too far, So what you can do on here, and we'll show in a second on the Sims, you can get onto a driving range and then you can just chip a ball 10 yards, 20 yards, 30, 40, 50 and start realising what is a 10-yard shot for, what's a 20-yard shot for, what's a 30-yard, and learn these different kind of checkpoints, I suppose, for the club. Not, I'll take the golf club back somewhere up here and now try and judge it. If you're going to throw a ball, if you were throwing it to me, you wouldn't have your arm way back up here and think, oh, I must take about 75% of power off and this way. You would say, oh, I'm just this far from you, so my back cliff would be very minimal and then through. But if then say Jill was over there, oh, I can't do that, I'm going to go back further to create more momentum and swing through. The same with a chip shot or a pitch or any short shot. Okay, that kind of makes sense then, So that ball further forward, as I said, that one on the right hand screen here now is purely a drill. It's not your full swing setup. That ball should be back to left cheek sort of area, okay? Very good.